Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. This is an intro that involves me sitting up mid intro, so it may sound a little different as I move around. It's 3:45. You know, did the stream. Was it doing mostly just doing specific champions that I think are bad but want to play and see if they are bad. I think Penumbra is bad after tonight's stream. But yeah, I did an infinite. It was I picked the run. I started the run and I went to play Strangler Wendleton after yesterday's YouTuber. And as I was walking into the floor 2 bot or after I left the second combat, I went, oh wow, they've given me everything I need to do an infinite. So I guess I'm gonna do one. And it was both cursed and blessed, so I did it. The highlight will make it over here sometime soon, I'm sure. You'll get to see me suffer. It wasn't actually that bad in terms of infinites. It was like a 5-minute Divinity fight, which is really, really not that bad. There have been some... I mean, the last infinite, the Seraph and the Divinity took an hour, so, you know, factor it in for yourself. I had to mess around with the sound a little bit because on the infinite, I had to turn the audio down a lot. So I turned it back up to where I think it was, and we'll hopefully be good to go. I outsourced today's question for you to Twitch chat. At the start of the stream, I said, hey, give me a question to ask YouTube. The question that I saw that was pretty good comes from... I'll credit the people in Twitch chat who give me their ideas. Why not? Yesterday's was from Scumlord, and today was from Crusher. Crusher Banshee gave me this one. And this one is, what's your favorite kind of bread? I didn't have a good one today, so I just outsourced it, because Twitch chat's a lot more creative than I am. My favorite type of bread, personally, is probably wheat. All my life I've been a big-time rye hater, but lately I've been coming around on rye bread. I'm like, it's fine, I guess. But in terms of bread that you put on a sandwich, I'd probably just go with wheat or like toast. It's a pretty boring answer, but like I don't feel good about eating white bread and kind of hate rye, but you know, less so now. Sourdough's okay. You got a lot of breads out there. Realistically, if you're gonna pick like any bread product of any type, like including buns and things like that, probably go with brioche or an English muffin, but then you get into like the whole how far is too far. This is a 3-minute intro, not a 30-minute intro. Join me next week for when I discuss in depth what types of breads are allowed in a bread discussion. That'll be a long video. Next infinite, I'll get into the bread semantics. Today, we're gonna play the game. Thank you for joining me today. I'm trying to respond to comments more and be more active. I'm feeling better lately. I'm feeling like I'm ready to do more for YouTube, because lately it's been pretty neglected. But you know, semester's ending. Hopefully we get something good. Gonna set all of Final Fantasy 13-2 to upload, and then hopefully work on the lore video a little bit in my time off from school. But I got a few days left still, so you know, we'll get there when we get there. At long last, we can begin the episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hope you're doing well today. Let's-a go. Soulsucker Talos. Darkness Arcus, Patient Seraph, Energy Siphon, Welder Helper, Titan's Tooth. Welder Helper is great. Titan's Tooth is fine. Energy Siphon, it's alright. I don't have anything in particular here. Both of these are good. I'm gonna go with Hell's Banners. I don't have any particular plans here, but someone's been saying that they like Titan Channel 2, Cold Channel 1. If I were to ever play Cold Channel, it would be in this run with Welder Helper in the starter. So let's do it. I think with Cold Channel, you take nothing. Like we take absolutely nothing. So that's the plan. I'm gonna aim to spike most of my shards post-Fel. So we're gonna play super, super safe. This is basically a run without the DLC right now. That's the plan. Feel a sneeze coming on? Please hold. Hang on, I feel it. Hold. It's, I feel it, but it's taunting me. Is what it's doing. Taunting me. It has dissipated. There will be no sneeze today. My sneeze has been canceled. Hate to see it. Anyway, on this run we're going to look for Endless Welder Helper. Shocking, I know. But that is going to be the plan. I may as well play these Train Stewards. It has nothing. I have been... So one of the things that I think I can work on well in this game right now is not treating every champion the same. Dusk was right. I am going to spend a little bit of time editing and adjusting, because I also messed with my headphones just a little bit today. Like right there. It's just a little bit too loud, so I'm going to fix it. I don't remember what I was saying because I got distracted. What was I saying? Oh god. I'm sure it wasn't important. But no, I'm gonna... We'll see what we see here, basically. I'm gonna put armor on Solgard and he's gonna stack up. I was actually saying something different and then I heard the music was slightly too loud and got sidetracked. It's okay. I'm gonna go Crypt Builder here. Endless on an Imp. What would I like? So, Endless on Welder Helper, I'm going to try to infuse... I think optimally we play Welder Helper with Endless. Maybe just infused with Molting Imp here? Or we could put an Impish Scholar. Maybe bring back the 25 armor card every turn. That might be a little bit better. I think it's fine to grab Molting Imp here either way. Or you go Vent. Extreme Stone Vent is also viable as a backline clear, because we want a backline clear. We don't want Solgard eating backline hits on the Divinity. Hold over Extreme Stone Vent or Molting Imp. With the idea being we put his essence in something. I'm gonna go Vent. That seems fine. We're gonna continue our plan of taking nothing. I should have looked forward and checked if there was a steel shop. I think there was. Yeah, I should have gone to the Stygian banner. Multi-strike Brandon? Probably not. Next time the unit is attacked. He's not the ideal unit. My pathing here is subpar. I'm not taking Brandon, but I guess I take Railbeater here then. And I have the money, I'll give him a multi-strike. We're not going to the shop in the next ring. It's a shame no Endless, but we'll take it. We'll live. This is probably not needed. Long term, I think Railbeater is just gonna kind of chill. If you show me Extreme Stone, I'll take it. Nah. Probably not on this one then. Okay. That's fine. I'm happy to stay at 0 shards, honestly. I definitely should go right there. Look ahead, go right, etc. I'll compensate by taking this trial, and it'll be fine. It's not a problem, don't worry about it. Railbeater does more or less solo this combat. Not quite solo the combat, but he comes pretty close. He kills the front line for us, for this combat at least. And if I were to do something like that, which is definitely a normal line, we'll get that enemy killed as well. There's no way this backfires. See? I'm playing it up here, I know. I want the incants, because we need our Solgard to kill the boss. He should. Oh wait, Railbeater just does 135 here, I guess. Huh. Thanks, Railbeater. Very cool. Yeah, I don't feel like we're in a terrible spot. Of the times to have Cold Channel Soul Guard, this has to be the best one. Starting with Welder Helper, this feels like it has to be one of his best possible cases. Maybe, I mean, there's a few other ways to keep him alive, right? Cycle of Life or Echo Infusion could work. Offering Token's good here. Molting Imp shows himself again. Sure. Get in here, Molting Imp. Nameless Siren. She's weird. But I don't think she's bad here. I mean, we're Hellhorned. We're not against Chase. Seems fine. She just has her frontliner be Soul Guard, which is kinda awkward. I'll go left. If there's something I care about in the steel shop, I'll just take the money. Large Stone, Incan Armor 2. Incan Armor 2, of course. 85. If I roll him at 25, and then I can take the shards if this is multi-strike. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Really nice positioning for the Divine Boons. And we have a really, really good Nameless Siren now. On the Divinity, I'll need to play about 5 spells per turn for her to be not dead. And I think that's doable. You can have a spell here. Spreading's Titan's Tooth is fine. Everything that you can give me with Titan's Tooth is fine, and we'll win the next combat without it. So, I'm down to give Titan's Tooth there. I have nothing else to do here. Let's go. Very fortunate that we got the multi-strike, especially since we saw the multi-strike in the first shot. Having 2 units with multi-strike here, pretty good. The Rail Beater is probably going to end up... Oh, actually, maybe I keep Rail Beater on this run? Huh. I wonder if I take space and then I put Rail Beater in front of Siren? That might be really strong. I'm down to try it. Use Molten like this. That seems like the best way to go about it. We got Vent. Torch our Siren, because why not? Yeah, we're at 10 pack shards. I think we'll see one enemy that's infused over the course of this combat. It'll probably be a 5-1 if I were to take a guess. However, I do not have a basis for this claim. It's just a guess. The strangest part about this is that infusing Welder Helper into Welder Helper is good and also really bad, right? It's interesting the way that they made Welder Helper both a good and bad decision for your infusion line. Here's our infused enemy. Maybe should play this one out. Hello? There we go. A little differently, because I'm bleeding a lot of health, but I think just the 20 armor on Welder Helper comes in fine. If I could have killed this 5 times too, we'd be in a better spot, but I couldn't. Well, I didn't, I should say. Or if Talos were up there for that one. How much is she at? 20? Oh, we're fine. We're chilling. Not a fear. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, if I see Ally of the Ancients here, I think we're in a great spot to start with. That's our first big W that we can see. Endless for the Imp, of course. It's a shame I can't get Burnout 1 for him. And yeah, we made it through the early game with Soul Guard. Bit of a good set of rolls to get us there, but we take those. Yep. Ally of the Ancients, instant. Not a question. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't hate Nameless Siren infused into Nameless Siren here, because it's Rage 3 instead of Rage 2, which is pretty good. But also just giving her 1 and 1 is okay. With Incan Armor 2, though, she shouldn't need it, so I'll grab Nameless Siren here. I think it's fine. This is a run for space. I think it's draw space. We have foregone power, so we have a lot of free spells. Energy Siphon, Offering Token. A lot of our spells are already free. And I need space to put Rail Beater on the floor. So, with all that in mind, probably space later. I don't need Rail Beater to be on the floor until we're past 4-6, I'm pretty sure. We can take draw first. I got my good upgrades already, so we can prioritize magic shops and snowball this run out of control. Seems pretty good. Yes, okay. And we'll now look at every artifact they show us, because we really, really would love to see double incant. Of course. Not double incant. That's okay. Split anvil's fine. Rationing scales, maybe not. We're very light on money. Is this a temple? No, this is an artifact. This is the temple. Okay. No magic shop. Magic shop. Are we gonna go trinket shop? I think I just hold my money. Well, I put 25 at it. Why not? There is not a good reason to skip upgrading Torch here. Not a good reason to skip. That sentence seems needlessly complicated. There is not a good reason. I guess it's right, and it conveys what I'm trying to say. It's correct, and it makes sense. Why does it seem wrong? This combat doesn't scare me. There is no better way? There does not exist a better way? English, a language that I've spoken my entire life, and yet am still confused by. Don't you love it? It's okay. You kind of get used to it. I gotta be honest with you. A lot of people, they like to dunk on the English language as being nonsensical and things like that. I think it's kind of overblown. The language is okay. It's not perfect, but what is? Me. That's a joke. Please don't write a comment about all of my flaws. I can't take it. Need to incant more, but I also need this money. I'm expecting potentially to take a little damage here. This enemy is absolutely horrifying. Absolute nightmare. Holding Imp up here catches. It's fine. With the Crypt Builder, it's fine as well, because Rail Beater should catch this guy for me. It still incant, but, you know. We're gonna walk out of this combat taking 0, and the trial and catching the collector. It's looking pretty solid. Perhaps I have spoken too soon and will now eat my words. Nah, because the frostbite's enough now. And Soulguard has taken very little damage. Very, very little. Yeah, I think all we have to do... I don't know if it wins. By the way, we do not incant a ton. That is our biggest problem right now. Over the course of this combat, this is what, 6 rounds? 6 rounds, 18 incants. We're incanting about 3 times a turn. Like I said, we want to get that number to 5. So we're going to now build our deck out with spells that cause 0 or 1 and are good. Oh, Unnamed Tome? No, please. A Frenzied Swarm is actually so good, though. Intrinsic Holdover this card, and it's insane. I can, like, Forge Soul Guard if I have to force more damage. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do this. Battering, or not Battering Ram, sorry. But yeah, Battering Ram, haha. All 3 of these are actually okay, but I will take Impish Scholar. Only 1 consume card. Ally of the Ancients. Impish Scholar is basically a second copy of my best card. Seems good. Oh god, it's spreading Titan's Teeth. Huh. Well, that'll increase our incanting rate, I imagine. Like the Trinket Shop. We're gonna jump in shards here, but I think we have also become more powerful. Firestone Housing is interesting. If there's a steel shop on its own somewhere. What is this one? I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather just roll for double incant. Didn't hit. Collection of Tails is fine. People often tell me that this relic doesn't seem worth it. Not often. I think one person told me that once, and I've thought about it every time I picked it. I'm not really sure if it's worth it or not. I just pick it because it feels right. I'm playing Rage. Rage doesn't decay. But it really, when you think about it, if you're only running a single unit with Rage, it saves you like, what, 10 Rage maybe? 8 Rage? Somewhere between 8 and 10 rage, so it's like 16 to 20 damage, I guess. But it also, you gotta factor in Relentless, I suppose, and then when you factor that in, you add another like 10 or 15 rounds of combat in, and all of a sudden it makes more sense as a good card. Yeah. Or Intrinsic Holdover, Frenzied Swarm. If we don't see it, I don't think it's the end of the world. Oh, build a card. Don't mind if I do. Sapping the Divinity is strong. Frostbite's probably the weakest of the three. Healing Soulguard isn't bad. I'm gonna go sap the Divinity here. Take the heal. I built this exact card on stream with card draw. If I take card draw, I'm gonna take money because I think it's fine. 5, 6, 7. We have 3 combats for this to make money. It'll be worth probably in the range of 80 to 100 gold. I'm done. Yeah. This card looks confusing, but I'm planning to either sap the Divinity or heal Soulguard with it, and those two things, like healing the Divinity or sapping Soulguard, neither of those matter, is my reasoning here. So, should be fine. I did not do anything dumb like infuse the wrong siren, which is great news. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Do I respect this combat? Nah. What's the worst that could happen if I disrespect this very scary and often run-ending combat? Name one bad thing that could happen here. That's right. You can't. You didn't have enough time. You cannot. Mm-hmm. That's right. You weren't able to do it. Once again, I have proven myself correct. Hey, it's molting him. I'm molting him. Save me. Thank you, molting him. You see, Sap 3 looks pretty good here. Let's see what else we can do. Fine. Just can't. It's gonna do fine. Yeah. Feels strange, doesn't it? But I suppose. Like, this turn feels very odd. I guess when you get down to it, this whole run feels kind of odd. So, you know, don't worry too much. Go get them, Train Stewards. If this discards Frenzied Swarm, it is... Yeah, it's probably not worth it to risk it. Got some weird things going on here. Like Frenzied Swarm and Holdover Vent aren't going to work together. But I don't need the Vent if I move into this Soulguard plan like I'm talking about, so... I guess we're actually chilling, huh? Our Siren's up to 100 times 2. Her survivability is our only problem. If we can answer her impending death, which we answer through, you know, Frenzied Swarm really is the best answer. It's kind of just going to be our answer to every possible problem they throw my way, I'm pretty sure. Is there a problem? Yes. Can it be answered with Frenzied Swarm on this run? Yeah, basically. The only, like... Yeah, it really just doesn't matter, does it? Frenzied Swarm does it all. Fine. Chilling. I mean, so far, this Soulguard seems viable. It is a shame that the Divinity does not just lose to him. This is the exact same clan pack. In the exact same order as last time. I'm not complaining. I'm very glad to pick on Name Tone here. Just interesting. Interesting. How many times have I said interesting over the course of the last 1,000 hours playing this game, you think? Too many. Perhaps it's time for a moment of reflection. Okay. Moment over. I'm gonna go Imp in the box, I'm pretty sure. Why? I want it. Fire Chomper doesn't matter with Hell's Banners. Yeah. Alright, we have Spreading Titan's Tooth that costs 0. If there were ever a run for this game to give me Hoarfrost Effigy, it's this one. If there were ever a time. Thank you, Train Steward, for your service. And goodbye. Hoarfrost -1. Put a -1 on to... honestly, just Torch again, I'm pretty sure. Torch is a pretty pivotal part of this run. And it only needs to do 2. I don't want Permafrost. No holdover. I'll continue the search though. This is Remove Consume. Remove Consume isn't good. I do it on Infinite Box. Is that good? It can't. That doesn't seem bad. Gives me a card that triggers Hell's Banner? Sure. Remove Consume Infinite Box. Why not? You might be thinking why, but I'm thinking why not. Melee Weakness Siren is strong. Yeah, melee weakness on Siren is pretty strong. If I had an Endless Imp, I could take... Actually, I could take and prepare... I'm looking for 2 things left. Endless and Holdover. I have not seen Endless yet, but I haven't gone to any steel shops. I haven't seen Holdover. Only 2 magic shops. I should see it in the next ring, ideally. Problem with For the Greater Good is they get in the way of Soulguard, but if I'm pinging Soulguard as the plan anyway... Alright, sure. Take For the Greater Good. The card's really strong. I know that's surprising, I'm sure, but For the Greater Good's really strong. Make sure I can actually make it to the Divinity. Spell chain. Spell chain this thing? Nah. Spell chaining the free Titans too. How does this work? I believe... So, you would expect, based on the wording on Heaven's Finest, that they would both cost 0. I'm pretty sure that's incorrect. And also I would fill my deck with Purge Titan's Tooth. Because the Titan's Tooth that have Purge on them would also add a copy. That's not really bad though, because if I draw 6 of this card, it's not a bad turn. I incant 6 times and I killed all the backline. Just Spell Chain Ally and then give it a -1. It's like double stack. It is like double stack. How does this differ? It's 1 energy instead of 2, and so but if it Spell Chain -1 and double stack -1 are the same thing, aren't they? You get 50 armor at the cost of 1 energy. I guess it's +1 incant, so you know, technically it's slightly better. Or worse, depending on your perspective. I don't have another -1 in this shop, but that's okay. No, I didn't go in there thinking I had another -1. Please don't imply that. Don't be ridiculous. This is Spell Shield fell. I don't really care if you daze top 4. Can't steal the shard while I live. Good For the Greater Good and then steal a Sycophant and just give +2 to my units? That'd be cool. Anyway. Keep dreaming. Maybe we get lucky and Soulguard goes... Soulguard? Arcus goes back up to Soulguard. Who are you? Where am I? Care about this incant shard. Railbeater, your time will come soon. I feel like I wasted a little bit of Railbeater's potential here by giving him that +10. But it also made our early game... I don't think it's necessarily wrong to play it the way that I did. It makes our early game not so scary. Because our early game was pretty scary. I guess I Sappy to 0. Sure, it's fine. I think any early game with this Soulguard in it is going to look at least a little scary, so I don't mind playing it cool here. Fire Chomper. Play off this offering token. That's not a card I want to draw with an incant shard up here. I think my best play is this one. I didn't play Fish Scholar, right? Yeah. I can just hold on Name Tome, it's fine. I believe this is my best line. I knew that would happen. There was never a doubt in my mind that I wouldn't discard on Name Tome there. I was certain of it. 100%. 1000%, one might even go so far as to say. The second one's gonna cost 2. That's a card I play later. That's a tomorrow problem. I don't have a second unit, unfortunately. I'm probably going to silence this tank. I'm trying to hold off. I know I'm risking it, but I'm not afraid. That did increase his damage taken. Oh well. I'm trying to hold off on the tome though, so that I always get a high priority hit from Impish Scholar, i.e. Alloy of the Ancients, but might not be viable. In here. I'm gonna hold. Thought that was gonna be another incant shard. I was gonna flip. We're alright. Silence. It's a shame that I don't get to get value out of Imp in a box up here. It's a real shame. Yeah, I definitely can't swing it. Maybe I should. No, I couldn't just play Frenzied Swarm here either. Let me down Foregone Power. Although hitting the Crypt Builder would actually hurt us a lot, right? Because then Siren Swings hit here and here. I.e. 5, yeah. Playing Foregone Power is a needless risk that we're not going to take. And there's your big payoff. 63 Frostbite on Soulguard. I hope it's enough. It should be. Here's a position where I can heal. Ah, look at this. Energy Siphon, Titan's Tooth. It's not too bad. 23, 62. Arcus is really scary. This is not too surprising. Yo, what a good timing for the Greater Good to show up. That's so good for us. Thank you for the Greater Good. Oh, and that counts as a unit joining our, like, that counts as a unit for us. Wild. What a very surprising turn of events on that turn. I'm pretty sure we go from uncertain but probably losing to winning thanks to For the Greater Good there. I think that card actually just saved this run. Pretty strong. And now we should probably just take another Siren, honestly. Second Alloy, yes. Space, yep. Maybe I play mid-floor even, because my Siren is incanting kind of slow. 65, I'm at 80. To take 90 here. Probably going left, Hellvent. We'll go left here. Last Magic Shop. They'll let me down. Remove Consume. We grab a -1 for the Alloy. They'll let me down. Too bad. It is not the end of the world. Wing Clippings is good. I'm down for 50% on no consumes. And we go Cold Channel 3. I'm not sure how you round this one out yet. That's interesting. That changes absolutely everything, and now we, I think, 100% win. Minor Refraction, I'm pretty sure, wins this. Cool. Because if I duplicate my Siren now, she'll be 1 space, which means we can play mid-floor Soulguard, Siren, and still have room for Imps. I will not take Spikes 5. I really want this money. I think Spikes 5 is a bit of a death sentence, though. Nameless Siren will just kill herself. I have to rely on... Yeah, I can't. Too scary. This run's shaping up. I'm glad we got to do something interesting with Soulguard here. I was worried that Soulguard was perma-doomed, but he's looking okay. Soulguard, he's looking downright alright. Good to see, too. Who doesn't love the Squid Boy winning? Tell me who doesn't want to see the Squid winning. Nobody, that's right. If you commented me, I'm gonna delete your comment. Realistically, I'm not, because I'm not going to remember this tomorrow, this little bit. So, don't worry about it, but also me tomorrow. If you don't like Soulguard, I will fight you in the comments section. Sure. Took Split Anvil, by the way. 60 damage from Rail Beater is not looking as good as it once did. I was vaguely aware that I had Split Anvil on this run. I'm not sure if I made any Split Anvil related mistakes, but I was vaguely aware that I had this. I'm gonna not roll the dice on the age-old question of do I silence here? I'm gonna say the answer is nah, probably not. Infinite Box is the wrong card to play there. Right? Is there a way? No, there's no way that I can play 2 units on that turn, right? I believe that there does not exist a way. May as well save him the 5. This is a lot of unavoidable damage for Soulguard to take, so, you know, scary. But ideally the Siren is scaling up. She's really, really not scaling at a rate that's good enough for the Divinity, though. I am certain of that right now. I maybe wanted to... I guess I still could. I think I'm going to do... If I want to play top 4, I self-infuse Welder Helper, and that gives me the strat. It'll give 10 to the whole floor. And I think that's what we're going to aim to do as well. Actually think ahead and not take 50 here? I know. Crazy. Using my brain. Hog. Okay, I could have silenced had I known. I did not know, so I did not silence. It's okay. We have plenty of armor. We might... So, most important thing to do is not kill these Wiltwings, because they're going to offer a lot more triggers of Soulguard's Frostbite. And I should have silenced this guy, I guess. Because I don't want to silence bottom floor. Doesn't matter a ton. I think as long as I leave these 2 little bombshells alive, we're chilling. I don't know why I said that. I apologize. I did not mean to call them little bombshells. Not afraid. Correct. Press enter. I could have gotten money. Could have sapped the boss and gotten money there. Oh well. I don't want any of these. Branding right's pretty good. Okay, what the hell am I doing here? If you show me Endless, multi-strike, okay. Double incants maybe? I saw the circle, but no. And Temple has... Flintstone. So... There's a few options. I think Welder Helper and the Welder Helper without Endless is a waste. Let's just do a little reroll. Makes it a little more interesting, doesn't it? You see the Endless here and you go, that's a bit of a thinker now, ain't it? I would say yeah. Makes you think. I believe 2 for Soul Guard, 2. Yeah, I believe in. I'm gonna go over on Pact Shards by like 20 for this if I go duplicate Siren as well. So that's the question. Do I duplicate Siren? Honestly, I don't think I need to. I think I'm okay to just duplicate this alloy and call it a day. Because if I duplicate the Siren, she's gonna be... I mean, we're gonna be at 120. That's scary. I think only 1 is what we need with Soul Guard. If I super stack armor like I am. I wonder what I'm titling this video. I gotta tell you, I've been seeing some of Cranberry's video titles. He has some titles that are very him, and they're very silly, and I've clicked on them all. I think the one that I saw recently was something like this unit is too busted. It's Glareminder, and it says this unit is too busted. You'll never believe it, and then in parentheses it says gone poggy, and I had to see what happened to make him type out gone poggy. It was a pretty good one. It's good to vent here because I'll always be incanting Seraph anyway. This fight scares me. Huh. One of these is good. I'm not sure if 2 of these is good. I cannot personally kill this Light Wings. It is bad. Let's set this up like this. I'm going to incant Seraph a little bit, but it's okay. We just have to get a little bit of incant going. I need like 1 or 2 good rounds before I can really clock Seraph in. I'm not worried about this silence at all. That unit lives, so it might bait, which is worth holding on hope for. And that preserve. This run is just I have like 15 copies of Alloy of the Ancients in the deck. It's 3, but feels like a lot. Here he is. Here's the Welder Helper. So he's gonna have armor 10. In this combat, that sucks. He does nothing. I guess he could frontline. Let me look. I can never save an imp down here. I could use him as like a patient Seraph bait, I guess. Right? If I just play this here. 10, 15, 15 has to hit it? No. He'll have... Does it not? Okay, it doesn't put the other Welder Helper's card text on here, but it does also apply armor 10 to the friendly units. Got it. So I could play this and it'll be 31 and 15, 15. Yeah, okay. I think that's what we're going to do with Welder Helper here. He's just going to chill and bait Seraph. Impish Scholar, go get him, buddy. I think you can make a great case for the correct line here being... Oh, Sap interacts pretty well with their melee weakness, huh? That's pretty nice. Yeah. I think that 83 Frostbite should set us up pretty comfortably to take this one home. The Meep shall inherit the earth. 82 times 2. I'm playing entirely on the Soul Guard Frostbite kill these floating bosses line. Although it is 100 times 2, which isn't bad. I think that it's really interesting. This is a run that I'm excited to see come to its conclusion. I do not know if this wins. It is entirely possible that this is not good enough, and it just dies. I'm gonna put Welder Helper in front. No, because I'm gonna take a bunch of damage if I do that. Oh, I have made a terrible mistake. My bad. I thought I had 1 more energy. I wasn't looking. good. We put so much Frostbite on Seraph if I just press end turn. I mean, I should probably play the Titan's Tooth. And I can old magic this guy's damage output down as well. He takes a lot here. Yeah, 345 to be exact. It's not lethal outright, but it's pretty close. Is Alloy of the Ancients strong enough? It's looking pretty strong. So far. Too bad I didn't kill this. I should have killed this guy. I can definitely hunt down the losing line here if I look hard enough for it. So, I should probably pay a little more respect. Oh, that guy's death changes how much damage I take. It's not a lot though because of Frostbite from Soul Guard. He's gonna die in 2 hits. Yeah, so, you know, 40 damage. But we take it. We take these. I should not play that. There's a chance that, yeah. It didn't, but there was a chance that that was enough to, like, not give me enough Frostbite or whatever. Maybe that unit hit the 1 extra pushed us over a threshold or something like that. Should just press end turn, basically. You don't want to mess around here. Yeah, I have no idea if this wins. Very exciting. It's been probably my favorite part about this DLC so far. I get to go, yeah, no, I don't know if this wins. Usually, pre-DLC, I knew with confidence if we beat the boss or not. Yeah, not really sure here. I'm gonna play top 4. Yes, I believe so. I think we need as much time as possible, and I should be able to pace the sweep, especially with this Frenzied Swarm draw. We should be able to get out in front of it here. And if not, well then such is the way of it. I can put Rail Beater down. Interesting. This turn is really something here. Old magic. So I can put Rail Beater on this floor. I don't put Rail Beater off on his own. I think I leave Rail Beater out for now, and then later I play him. And I skip for the greater good. I just put one of these alloys here, right? Well, I'm always going to do this. Sap 3. I think not this alloy, but a later alloy goes on to Nameless Siren. Probably one of the 25ers I split in half. God, imagine if you could just stack this damage shield or the frostbite forever. How sick would that be? These guys will cause a bit of a kerfuffle up in the top floor. That doesn't scare me too much. And molting if I didn't mess it up that time. Oh, hey, they won't cause any kerfuffling. Great news. The imps all die. I don't think we scale at a good enough rate here. Primarily, I think I don't have a good answer to dying to Shade Wings on the next few turns. So, you know, it's been a good run, and I think that you can definitely make something out of this, but this line that we have played here should not take us to a victory. Unless... in here there's a double stack? I don't know which one's better. Come to think of it. The double stack or the spell chain? I think the spell chain one's a little bit better. Because you can split it. Is my reasoning. And I can also play it for less. Play one for 0 and then play the other one later. I need to deal with this wave as best as I can. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, so we'll put one of the purge ones down and then alloy back here just to be safe. No, I think I actually don't need to. Not don't need to, I think I can't put an alloy on Nameless Siren right now. I think if I put an alloy on Nameless Siren, I just die. So. kills herself on spikes. It does check out. Yep, it does seem to be correct. I just take Weight of Contrition damage here. We're giving her all she's got. Is all I can really say about this one. Every round, every moment that we live is a gift. Every second that I am not absolutely blasted into the oblivions here, great. Railbeater now reveals his true potential. Fuck him up, brother. Ah, because Frostbite goes last. Yep. That's a shame. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I would need another Siren here. I believe I need to do this. I'm not gonna like think or min-max this one too much. I think I just need to put more Frostbite onto the boss so it dies in Relentless quicker. It doesn't kill me. Yep. Seems fine. Starting to feel that like that little hold on a minute here. Because I'm starting to feel that little hold on a minute here. I think I put the Welder Helper in front is the misplay I've been making. It goes in front, it just tanks. If I take a little bit of damage, a little more damage, because these guys, since Soulguard is getting hit, these guys will die to the Pyre. It's reasonable to expect, especially since he's taking 210, it's reasonable to expect he'll die in one hit. I ignore Weight of Contritions. I'm just sacking Pyre health like crazy. We can't really worry about it. I'm not gonna bother min-maxing or doing the math. Hey, that card preserved. Sick. Yeah, he'll hit me once, so it does tank. If we reach a point where I can't do this anymore, it's fine. What a great turn to draw Frenzied Swarm, huh? Yeah, I'll say. You know what I'm looking at here. If I steal this guy, it's huge. I think there's no way. Right? I think there's no way to steal this man. Not that I can see, anyway. I always steal the 15 times 3, which we do. We do steal the 15 times 3 with For the Greater Good here. It's not the big money payout, although I could take the... probably not worth. When I play Welder Helper here, he lives. How does that affect me? I'm not sure. So if I play For the Greater Good, it counts as 1. This guy dies. That doesn't bother me. I put Welder Helper in front, that triggers Hell's Banners. And then I can play Frenzied Swarm in that. I should play Weight of Contrition as well. I'm going to, for dazing, I'm going to take some damage here. That is without a doubt. I wonder if it kills me ever. Do I have to take this hit? I think I might have to. Because Soulguard takes no damage. So no Frostbite goes through. Yeah, I think I actually have to press end turn here. Interesting. I can play like Titan's Tooth or something like that. Probably play it down here, realistically, although... Yeah, this wave goes up. I should play this down here. Yeah, I think Frenzied Swarm kills me if I play it there. I'll play it here. Or do 45 to that guy, why not? Interesting. I wonder if I die for this. I think I don't quite keep up and it passes me here. Maybe in Relentless, though. I think in Relentless, like, Siren dies. I'm aware. I'm doing what I can here. I'm giving her all she's got. I knew, by the way, I knew throughout the run that this was going to be difficult. It wasn't going to look great. I was aware. My Siren just dies and it's very sad. That one makes him do less. Okay. Yeah. So this run definitely has a winning line in it, and if you have a crazy amount of armor high rolled for yourself, you can maybe get there. I think that the Welder Helper self-infuse was a mistake. I think that were I to go through this again, this is the thing that I feel like is weighing me down the most. The Welder Helper self-infuse was wrong, I believe. What would I do instead? Well, that one's pretty easy, actually. You just duplicate the Siren. I think you duplicate the Siren, and then maybe you just don't even play Nameless Siren. It's a tough one, really. Warner or something on his, Oh, he purges Frostbite at the end of Relentless? Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. So you can't get any cheeky pyre kills there. That's a shame. New record on Frostbite applied. Yeah, I think that you don't do the self-infused on Welder Helper. I basically thought that Welder Helper, if I self-infused it, was going to be able to be played every turn, and that was incorrect. That did not work out, unfortunately. And yeah, that's it. I think you can play Cold Channel if you start with Welder Helper. You just have to play smart in the early game, and then you gotta work out the late game plan a little bit better. 2 Sirens play mid floor probably is the best bet there. Like almost certainly. Instead of Welder Helper, duplicate Siren, play them both mid floor with Soul Guard, play Welder Helper every turn. That should win. Or alternatively, if I had seen Holdover, it's just kind of awkward because I tried to make that late game pivot because I didn't see the Holdover and I saw the Endless and I went, well, let's give this a try. But if I had seen Holdover in one of the 3 magic shops, I think that run looks a lot different as well. But what if? Try it yourself. Maybe you can find a winning line. I think there's a lot here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.